So before I start this video, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to try and mount this thing on the wall. Let's see if we can do this. Let's try like right here. Oh. Yes! Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay. And so I've learned not to do that again. What's going on, guys? So it's Aaron Martin back again with another sweet video. Kind of thinking about what I want to talk about to you guys this week, so I got something I want to talk to you guys about first. So a lot of you know that, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I've been trying to push people to donate to many services that help people with mental depression and other different forms of mental illnesses, because that's something I struggled with a lot of my life. And I know a lot of people who did. So my goal is to really try and raise more awareness to it. So now I have a link. It's in my channel description. Also, I'll start putting the description on my videos as well. If you want to donate, I've been donating the money I receive from my channel to a different organization each month. So I found this one I really like. It's called iFred. I will leave the description down below if you guys really want to go check it out, see what they're about. I would really appreciate it. If not, you don't have to donate. If you're short on money, that's totally cool. But I would like it if you guys could just maybe raise awareness, or just, help someone you may or may not know who you think is struggling. That's all. So, anyways, what is this video about today? So, as you guys can totally see, I am being lazy and still wearing this ante because I have nothing to do today and I don't want to do anything today. I figured I would talk to you guys today about something important. It's money management especially as a single airman, and this is for a lot of my younger viewers as well who are, the military may or may not be their first job. So I want to talk to you guys today about the importance of managing your money. And the main reason for this is because, as I said, this is the first job for a lot of people, or it's the first time they're making any kind of substantial money. And not substantial in a way like they're paying you a lot, but they pay for your other things, housing, they technically pay for your food, things of that nature. So you have a lot of disposable income, and a lot of people don't really know how to handle themselves or how to properly use it. So I'm going to talk to you guys today. At least I'm not going to say you can't do any of these things, because you can ignore everything I say and go do what you want to do. You can click off this video right now and ignore me. But I'm telling you this right now, this will not, especially if you join the Air Force, I guess any branch as well, this will not be the last time you will hear someone stress money management to you. And the main reason why is this. I want to stress this more than anything else. If you cannot, because the military sets you up for success, if you cannot handle yourself paying for just your bills and your stuff, there is no way we can trust you to do your job. Okay? So if you can't pay for your car, you can't pay for your house, you can't pay for your children, you can't pay for your wife or your spouse or whatever, you're already proving you're not trustworthy, because you can't even handle yourself out of the uniform. How are we going to trust you to do your job? Right? So you guys, you need to understand the stressed importance that's on everyone, including myself, of handling your money wisely. And this is what I mean. And I say this because I've seen it before. So just because you got out of basic training, you may have maybe, I don't know, over $1,000 to your name, maybe more if you saved up or whatever have you. You have money now, right? Don't be that guy who goes to the dealership and buys a freaking new Camaro or a new muscle car or a luxury car or a sports car, whatever. Don't do that. Don't be that guy who goes out and buys a supercomputer, buys an Xbox, and then buys a TV, and then you gotta lug all that crap to your first base. Don't do that either. I'm not saying don't spoil yourself, because I did it too. I bought my computer. I'm not saying don't have fun, but just be smart with what you're doing. That's all. So one thing I want to really talk about is, again, at tech school, don't go and blow all your money and everything you saved at BMT for that. Understand that you're going to have to save money and put money away for your retirement. I think you should invest in something called TSP. There's a lot of different things you could do. It's called the Thrift Savings Plan. There's the traditional, and then there's the Roth. Now, I'm using the Roth. Now, what the Roth does is that it taxes the money you put in up front, and then when you go to draw it out 20 or 30 years later, it's a flat rate. It's not taxable. Whereas the traditional is basically the opposite. Flip them. You'll figure it out. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I set this thing up? It's very easy. So when you actually finally get your CAT card for the Air Force, you get on the Air Force portal. You're going to go to My Pay and then adjust your allotment for your TSP. There's a whole section dedicated to it. and then when you click how much you want to donate of your whatever, your special pay, your entitlements, or your base pay, whatever you really want to give up. I'm doing, well, actually, I'm not going to say what I'm doing because that's personal to me, but I know I'm putting away a decent percentage in the Roth. I advise you all to do it right away, mainly because when you get up there in rank, and if you want to throw more in there, you can. You're already living without that money, so you're not going to miss it. But if you do it halfway through and then all of a sudden you start investing in it, you're gonna feel the hurt because you don't have that extra money laying around. So I would suggest doing that as soon as you possibly can. I'm not saying to do it through the military either, but just have some kind of plan. Now this video is mainly for my younger viewers because I know a lot of you may either just be trying to join the military out of high school or thinking about joining ROTC out of college and becoming an officer. That's great, because I did the same thing. I'm an E3 pay grade, and I can't really say, I'm not going to tell you guys how much money I make because it's public knowledge. So, obviously I'm enlisted, E3. So, I bring home about $1,500 a week, I wish, a month. Now, that's, not that much, but you consider the fact that my room is paid for, I'm on meal card, and all these different kind of things. I pay for very little. I pay for my brand new iPhone and Wi-Fi, essentially at the moment. And then when I get my car, whatever. So there's that in the future. But you guys have to remember that maybe as of right now, I personally don't have many responsibilities as far as financial obligations. But it'll stack up very quickly the minute you make rank and all of a sudden you're off base, now you're paying for the house even though there's BAH, BAS, whatever, you still have other obligations. And like I said before, if you've proven that you can't pay for your stuff because you want your wants more than your needs, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. I'll say this right now. I've also heard stories of people who will neglect payment for bills and then they'll lose rank, they'll get kicked out, they'll get Article 15s. It's really bad. So I really suggest that you guys have a plan going into this as opposed to having all this money just sitting in front of you and you not thinking in the future, just thinking about what you want at that very moment. Now I'm not saying I haven't messed up too, of course I have, but I'm fortunate that I'm in a good enough situation where I don't really have to worry because, like I said, I'm investing in the Roth. I have everything taken care of. I'm looking at cars. It's going to be fantastic. There's going to be a video on that too. But like I said, I highly, highly encourage that you guys please have a plan. This video is to stress the importance of managing your money and doing it properly. You're going to hear it at basic training. You're going to hear it at tech school. You're going to hear it when you get to your first base during briefings during FTech, which, by the way, I know it doesn't really mean much, I'm just kind of being whatever. But regardless of that, I want you guys to have a mental mentality of going in and just, having a plan or thinking about, getting a plan. So I don't want to discourage you guys and everything like that. I know it, trust me, I know it sucks. Don't you think I'd rather be going and spending my money on the tower that I want, a computer, getting the Challenger that I really wholeheartedly want, or, getting that, 60-inch 4K TV, because as you guys have seen, this is my setup right now. And usually when I'm recording, as you guys saw, I'll kind of just take the screen and set it down so I can see, and then I'll record, and then I'll do, whatever. We're gonna have some little special right now. You guys will see it later. But again, I really hope you guys take the time to have a plan for managing your money, because single pay in the military is really, really nice, especially if you do it right. I'm doing pretty good myself, I'll say. I'm not, of course, as you guys know, I don't get too personal. I don't give actual statistics because there's things you guys need to know and things you guys don't need to know. And you can take a guess on which category that falls under. You don't need to know. But, again, I'm trying to stress it to you, the viewer, because, again, a lot of you, if you're like me when you enlisted, you maybe, or maybe not, I don't know, knew very little about the military. I knew nothing. Honestly, I didn't know anything. I didn't know how we function, anything like that. And I'm still learning, and you will be. From what I've gathered, you really need 4 to 6 years of military experience to even fully understand the military or even fully grasp it. It takes a long time. But as you guys know, I never preach as if I know everything. I never preach as if I'm going to give you guys the 100% truth. I give you guys a general consensus of what to expect. And please expect to be told this more than once and not by me. As you guys know, I'm just an A1C. I'm not a sergeant. I'm not a senior NCO. I'm not a freaking officer. I'm not anything. I'm just another A1C. It's nothing major. But from what I can tell you, like I said, it will be stressed. So please take it into account in the future, and you'll be set up much better than your roommate who decides to go out and buy all this different kind of stuff and that he doesn't really need it, and then now only thing he can do for eating is he can get the DFAC because it's the only thing that's free. Please take it into account. Thank you. So now it's time for a fun story before I close this video up. I actually got a new phone yesterday, and I finally got an iPhone 7. Now, the coolest thing about this, I got the 128 jet black version. As I'm sure a lot of you guys know, this is a limited edition phone, and the greatest thing about it is the fact that like some lady pre-ordered it and she kept changing up her mind apparently, and she didn't really want it. So when I showed up, I'm like, hey, do you guys maybe have any iPhones? I'm like, yeah, this lady ordered one, she didn't really want it. Do you want it? I'm like, oh hell yeah. Of course there was a catch, but you gotta buy all this extra crap too. I'm like, oh, of course I do. But it would turn out to be worth it because I got, well, the phone. I got a case that's on it. I got like cleaning spray that can clean, I guess, any portion of the phone. Car charger. A stylus that I'm never going to use. A wireless speaker, which I actually might use this. An aux cable. And a screen protector. My whole phone's kind of just chilling right here. Right now it's basically an iPod now. Can't really do anything with it. So yeah guys, that was this video. I know it was kind of short, but again, I really want to just stress to you guys the importance of managing your money and doing it properly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you like that new intro that I made. I spent a good couple of hours trying to make that video, so hope you guys like it better than the old one. If not, tell me. I'll go back to the old one, but I really don't want to. But yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video, and if you have any questions, especially about money management, let me know, or any advice you may or may not have. Again, for those of you who want to get enlistment bonuses, I highly advise you put that money away if you get one. Also, just know that when you get it, you will not get it till you get to your first base. Now when you get to tech school. And then you're going to have to make sure you go talk to your finance and bug the crap out of them to make sure you get it. Because trust me, they will not give it to you if you forget. You're going to have to be persistent. If the Air Force overpays you, trust me, they'll take it back. If they underpay you, it's up to you to go and make sure you get your money. So yeah, I hope you guys, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.